and shoving and killing the ribby, calling it going and flipping and he was zooming and doing and moving and grooving and stopping and rocking and talking and working and flipping and ripping, I'm flipping and ripping, scribbling, I'm ready to go when I buy it, can break it open at the end, get control, can choke on a lady, yeah. Slicing MCs like Darth Vader, the head of the second, I scared to say yeah.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now it's Breida. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashawn Perriman, 78 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Gordon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. This is Breida. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Breida. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll go option to the short side. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Bobby McCain. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run with Breida. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
4 down, check. 4 down.
He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Round 80.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing, Rivers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. They'll go option to the short side. A pitch back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
4 down, check.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Second down, Mayfield. Now he's forced out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Here we go now. Blue landing.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. This is Gordon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Back near his goal line, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Ready? 380. Hey, left. Let's go. 80 high.
Rivers now. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
They'll toss it to Breda. Whoosh. And now the juke. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Mayfield now on 2nd down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Extra point attempt to follow here. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Delta! Right here, guys. Mike 51.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
390! 380!
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, 4 down.
They run again with Breida. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ohio!
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
4 down.
They'll come out in the pistol.
All set.
He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns continue to roll. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Load it! Load it!
Rivers now on second down. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Allen, the intended receiver. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mayfield now. Now he'll escape to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gone! 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 Hey, pull down, pull down. No. Me.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
White 90, green 80.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Cleveland, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.
And I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. In the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a I am a boss in the cut, mayday. These models are it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the sun right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Shorty ought to been my, me, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants, you never, I left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce.